Hello and welcome to A Study in Chaos. My name is Kat. I publish under the pen name Cat Leo, and I do stuff online at KatsChaosCafe. And there's currently a sassy kitty on my lap. Her name is actually Sassy, so I'm recording this while this cat is like, "Hey, give me attention." Um, so we're gonna talk about how I'm using my planners now that I'm a full-time creative. Or this is I'm currently going to be using it. This system might evolve and adapt as I go. But before we do that, let's talk about what my intentions were for July 21st and what I actually did. So I'm recording this on July 22nd, and so I got to get out my planner, Sassy. Hi, ma'am. Um, to July. So I did stream yesterday. Um, I streamed. What did I stream? Yesterday, I wanted to have of course, I wanted a post to go out here um, on the podcast, and then I also wanted to do the connection between Substack and Apple, so that the podcast would have been on Apple Podcasts, and I did in fact do that. Um, and I wanted to work on Briar's Hall in the archive. I think that's what, and do some cleaning. So I did a live stream. Woot woot. Woot woot. Um, yeah, I streamed for about just over 3 hours. On yesterday. So I had written down like a 4 hour stream, but it ended up being like a 3 hour, and that's okay. Um, I did post. I actually scheduled the episode for yesterday. Um, So that one auto came out because I recorded it before. Um, and then I did work on Briar's Hollow in the archive, chapter 11. I did not finish chapter 11, but it's almost finished. This week, one of my goals is to finish it. And cleaning, I had originally intended to do cleaning down here. But I went upstairs because I was like, I'm gonna grab the dog's blanket out of his cage so I can wash it. Because my stepdad had asked if I could. Um, and instead, I did grab his blanket, but then I cleaned his entire cage. Like I completely emptied it, took the cover off his little pet bed in there, and I washed all of that. And then I also swept out his cage, and so his cage got nice and cleaned. Um, his cage is really his bedroom. If you want to be technical, like we don't put him in the cage at night anymore. He's not in the cage when we leave the house. It's just that's his space. Um, and then I also managed to check my vitals in both the morning and the evening, which is really good. So because I have a chronic illness, sometimes it is good to have a running, being able to reference my average like blood pressure, pulse ox, heart rate, stuff like that. So I did measure those things yesterday. I only did my blood pressure in the morning. I did not do it in the evening though. And I did manage to write down what I ate. So another thing with my ulcerative colitis is tracking my food is really important. Just in case I do get some like pain, discomfort, diarrhea, blood in my stool, anything like that. I need to know what I ate so I can avoid eating it again. Or if it's an environmental stimulant thingy. Um, I did stream. So there's that. Um, I also decided so I need to come up with ways to do physical activity, and I'm a nerd. I went to Disney World at the end of March with my mom and my stepdad. Um, Probably the only time I'm going to Disney World because it's so expensive. But I made a lightsaber. I did the Savvy's Workshop experience making a lightsaber, and that hilt is like 2.5 pounds. Like it's between 2 and 3 pounds. And it's kind of heavy actually. So you can use it as a small weight. So I'm using the hilt of my lightsaber to do like light exercises, just as a way to have some physical activity. And then I also get to play with my lightsaber that cost a lot of money. So I did that. Now, let's talk planners and how I'm using my planners. There's no visuals for this because this is audio only. Sorry. So I have two different planners that I'm regularly using and planning on using. Um, I was not regularly using them, but now I am. So planner one is actually a teacher planner. Because I was gonna help my sister with homeschooling my niece, and I'm gonna be tutoring her, but I'm using the planner for other stuff now. So my teacher planner is my planner that I actually do. I make plans in, or my goals are in it in a way. So, for example, the planner is Monday through Friday, but and that's the rows across, and then the columns going down are subjects. So it's for a teacher that'd be the class hours that they teach. So I broke my subjects. Hi, buddy. Do you want outside? It's okay. Um, I broke the subjects down into because there's 9 spots for subjects. So I used to have work as one of those. Now everything is technically work. Uh, so the 9 current subjects, these might change, is streams, Coffee Bunny slash Unicorn Council, Substack, YouTube, A Study in Chaos, so this podcast, social medias, memberships, which would be Ko-fi, Patreon, and my website, because you can sign up for memberships at KatsChaosCafe.com. And I try and put the same stuff at all 3 of those. I have writing, so that would be my writing goals, editing goals, things related to my actual books, possibly any art related to them, maybe. And then crafting slash art, because I like to crochet, I like to do art. So I have that there. Now, in this, um, can you wait until I'm done recording? No, you can't wait. I will pause. Okay. For you guys, no time passed, but for me, I had to go up the stairs and y'all, I can forget what I was doing. um, so for the subjects, what I do, I'm currently doing is streams and a study in chaos. Those going down and in the days spot. So the the box for a study in chaos on Monday is actually going to be what I want to do for a study in chaos on that day. Under streams, a study or streams for Monday, it's going to be how long I want to stream that day, what type of stream I want to do. Those two are actually category and date are tightly associated. Versus the writing one is those are the goals or intents, the plans I have for the week. So I have Monday under writing. I have to finish chapter 11 of Briar's Hollow in the archive. I didn't actually finish that chapter yet, so it's not actually completed. But I did work on it, so that counts. I want to have that chapter finished by the end of the week. So anything in that column is like during this week, those are the things I would like to get done. Under YouTube, I have that I want to do a video, but it's not, I don't, just because I wrote it on Monday doesn't mean I want it done on Monday. I just want it done by Friday, essentially. That type of thing. Apparently, I didn't write anything down in Substack for this week, which is a lie. So this is my plan for the week slash my goals for the week is how I'm using the teacher planner. And then my second planner is actually a happy planner. It's Aristocat themed. Which I actually got these both off of Amazon. So check the show notes. I might have an Amazon affiliate link down there. That you can get the planters that I'm using. So this one's an Aristocats one, and it's a vertical layout. Um, so the dates are along the top going down, and then there are three equally sized boxes for each day, but those boxes are not labeled by anything besides the date. Some people use these to split it into morning, afternoon, evening. I'm splitting up it a little differently. I mentioned earlier that I tracked my vitals. So the top box on mine, the first of the three boxes for each day, is going to be tracking my vitals. So I have my blood pressure, my heart rate, and my pulse ox results there. The the box under that, so the middle box, I'm putting at least at the top of it is a spot that I write down what I ate that day. If I did physical activity, I'll write that in there as well. And then the rest of that box and the third box are for me to write down what I actually achieved during that day. I do check things off in the other planner as well if like I don't feel like writing the whole thing out into my happy planner. But I write stuff like it wasn't in my planner in my I didn't it wasn't in the plan to clean the dog's cage yesterday. So I wrote that down as something achieved yesterday in the happy planner. This might not make sense without visuals, but I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do an actual video on my YouTube channel with visuals. Um or a written post or something. I don't know. So that is currently how I'm using the other planner and my happy planner. Because I chose to use a teaching planner just because I like the ability to break it down into categories slash subjects. Um, because it's adaptable and not just for teachers, but it's adaptable if you're not a teacher as well. Um, so if you're interested, um, especially on YouTube, I'll have a the links, Amazon affiliate links. I don't know if I'll be able to do them in all of the other locations because I'm gonna have to check the Amazon Associates thing. But I don't technically have a digital planner because my brain likes tactile things. Like I track my word counts on paper most of the time, and I also have a fun little tactile thing that I do that has like vase filler with like some fake gems and some fake pearls that I use that each color or type has an assigned word count to it. And I put those in a little cup throughout the day as I write, and then I fill a vase slowly over time, so I can visually see and tactilely touch my word count in a way. I'm motivated by weird things like that. Um, which I should probably also do a YouTube video on that as well. Chaos Brain. Um, Also, I do like the Happy Planner because I can add pages to it if I have them. I want to eventually get one of their hole punches so I can actually add pages to the Happy Planner. Um, so currently my teacher planner, which is my business planner, and my happy planner, vertical layout, are the two planners I am currently using. Also, these two planners are July 2025 to June 2026. So, how do you, if you use a planner, do you use a physical planner, a digital planner? Do you just use Google Calendar, a checklist? I'm curious. I'm so intrigued by the organization systems of other people. Um, if you want to share that with me, let me know in the description, or not in the description, in the comments down below. If you would like to support me via Ko-fi, Patreon, or my website, I greatly appreciate you. I am a full-time chaotic entity now, which means writing, art, and this are my job. So if you want me to go into further detail about planners or post a video more about planners and the planners I've gone through and what I liked about them and didn't like about them, actually, I should totally do that video anyway. So watch out for that potential video. It's gonna have to wait until after I finish the cleaning up down here, which is a slow work in progress, but there is progress actually happening now. So eventually I'm going to have a spot where I can actually use my overhead camera because I bought one of those and I did use it when I had my desk set up a different way. So there's that. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And remember, do not let the chaos take you.